Am I being psychically attacked? By Lisa Renee. How do I know when I am being psychically attacked? Transcript. I think I have described some of the vulnerabilities of how that happens, which is fear, confusion, and denial of what one is facing in that moment. If we are scared to deal with life and face our challenges, therefore our inner fears, we are prone to dark manipulation and some form of psychic attack. We cannot judge what is occurring to us. What we judge we give our power away to. We are protected and in a point of power when we are neutral and observe. This is how one leaves judgment and learns discernment. Observe and discern the energies around you without judging them. The first time I realized I was being accosted by a negative alien, I had this knowing in my mind, that I create my reality, so why is this thing here now? I had a drak attacking me in my solar plexus and etheric body, when I was very emotionally weak from breaking up a significant relationship, and I saw this entity there in my field. He was not invited and very hostile. If I never knew this kind of being existed before, how did this alien get here? This became stressful for me, as I had to wrestle with my own beliefs, what people would think about me, and wrestle with my own sanity. This was the beginning of my spiritual development to include that there are extraterrestrials involved with this planet and that some of them were extremely hostile and negative. Before that, I did not know about this existing in the multidimensional reality. Honestly, I did not want to know. That was a very painful dark night of the soul process and why I endeavor to share my experiences openly and honestly. In terms of being psychically attacked, we have to go beyond fear and set neutral association to these events when it happens. We reframe the focus on this idea of attack and bring it to neutral in our mind, and it is just the negative polarity of energy revealing itself. If you are holding more light than most of the environment, you are going to be the cosmic filtration system for the universe. That is a part of the function of reaching critical mass on the planet. Everything is attracted to the light source. It is like an electrical bug light system zapping mosquitoes at night in someone's backyard. All the bugs, butterflies, and mosquitoes alike, will be attracted to the light source. We have to discern those energies and determine for ourselves which energies and entities we want to commune with and allow around us. Those of us that are starseeds, with more developed spiritual bodies, we are going to get more interesting phenomena attracted to us. Sometimes it may be extraterrestrial observers that have a dominant opinion about what you are doing on Earth. Sometimes it's human observers that have a dominant opinion about what you are doing on the Earth. Negative alien. And their human controllers really do not like those of us here helping to liberate other people from their fear-based control. Sometimes you have to temper universal laws of attraction. And also ask, what is my soul contract here? A lot of what we are here to do is transform and filter lower energies and densities. By synthesizing the polarities of energies, we transform these lower energies into higher vibrating patterns. As a result, there will be very interesting dynamics that will show up on your doorstep without asking. One may have to ask oneself, where is this sourcing from? Why is this showing up now? It is best to develop a calm mind and emotional state. As when we are calm, we have more capacity to develop higher sensory perception through emotional cognition, that is emotional discernment. This is a better solution than depending on things like pendulums or muscle testing, because if you are not expert at that method, they can be manipulated. However, if you feel that you are being attacked or interfered with, then most likely you are. one can source the issue and ask, is this energetic interference or manipulation? Do not get mad about it, as this can be showing you something important to master in yourself. Instead ask, what is my responsibility to neutralize and heal it? Most of the time, we get a lot of information, but we don't trust ourselves, the feeling we have in our gut. That is another issue we have in learning how to fully trust what we are feeling in our intuitive body. If what you are feeling doesn't fit your mental framework, do not discount it. Allow yourself to consider it and meditate upon it, at the very least. There may be fear that someone else in the external is going to judge you and believe you are crazy. We should not allow other people to give us permission to have our own experiences. One does not own their personal power until they give up caring what others think of them. There is tremendous freedom in that. Through my own experience of being attacked by various sources, when I went to light workers who I thought would understand what was happening to me, they didn't. This shook my faith. And I had to really delve deeper into understanding this phenomena. I realized I would have to do this in silence in order to get clear on it in myself. This made me stronger and very clear on how and why this happens. There are many others that go through this. And many metaphysical speakers that know exactly what I'm talking about, and experience this but don't speak about it publicly. This is basically considered the kiss of death when you move into the New Age cycles, when you start speaking of psychic attack. New Age hijack only allows rainbows and butterflies to be discussed, all else is denied. So how to tell if you are being psychically attacked? Well, you will feel tired, drained, possibly recurring nightmares, or if you feel that something is interfering with you, it probably is. If you have any influence with healing others, being public, or moving beyond the frequency fences on Earth, working with your light buddy, you definitely will experience this. They do not like us getting out of the pen. The task is to trust the information coming through from the higher self, when you are totally relaxed in meditation, and not getting freaked out or believing it's weird when facing paranormal or unusual phenomena. This is the normal process of becoming multidimensional. We have to grow up and face what we are looking at. You can find the truth within you, and this truth will protect you. However, that message of truth belongs to you. You cannot use that message to manipulate someone else. I have seen over and over again in our family of light the same patterns that are very common in different degrees of psychic attack. Some people just have negative thought forms, projected from beings who are not really a threat, just confused and lost souls. Some of these disincarnated are looking for help on the astral plane. However, when this is being used by a sophisticated ritual master, this becomes a curse, hex or negative pattern on the energy field, to an unsuspecting person. If it's not clear, that can make the person ill, or have an accident. This is why it's important to participate and be aware of your energies. When we start activating others and their ascension process, then we are impacting the fields a lot more than someone who has not developed that level of spiritual bodies. That pisses people off, because you may threaten their safe belief system. So that dormant person will not attract this level of phenomena. And why they will not understand psychic attack in this way. Almost all of us will experience psychic attack by humans, in their negative thought forms, or negative forces when our immunity is low. When we're tired, or not listening to how to take care of our body. Not everybody will experience a conscious attack from the multidimensional level, such as a negative alien or other extra dimensionals. The attack can also hit us in root chakra fears because whatever we identified with as a reality made us feel stable and secure, and all of a sudden it feels like our security is being destroyed. Our beliefs are dismantled, and we feel vulnerable and open to whatever comes, and this is a prime picking for psychic attack to happen. When we feel like victims, the dark energies capitalize and go to town on taking advantage of our fears. It can happen in thought forms, humans, disincarnates on the inner planes, etc. Because everything is energy, so the more sensitive you are, the more complex it becomes. You can choose higher emotional and mental states and witness your lower states of mind. And forgive yourself when you don't have strength to do that. However, you can reprogram your mind and emotions to neutral association of these events and see what happens. I noticed in my case those beings that used to be hostile were not allowed to stay in my field when I learned how to command my space. And I was not scared of them anymore. When you start to integrate higher light bodies, this becomes a symptom of that higher light body integration. I refer to this as the dark arts training, as it's learning how to face the darkness and shadow without fear controlling you. This is a force that exists and works through unconscious humans and many entities, both human and non-human in the multidimensional realities. Most of the time what's running it is pure egomania. What is important to know is that it is not your authority. If you give the darkness and fear your authority and power, it will haunt you and make your fears worsen. When you are not fully aware of how to apply your inner light and personal power, you will receive the training required. Many times the physical body and inner child will react, and you will get physical injury or illness to make you rest and do your emotional clearing work. This is also an ascension symptom. Childhood wounds and fear beliefs surface in order for you to ask, do I have work to do to clear these demons in myself? A good start is the 12D shielding process and learning to command your personal space in the authority of God's source. Source, PSD Class 1 Transcript. Transcript by M. Chai.